Hi, welcome to Living Wild. This week's episode takes place in British Columbia, where we go hunting for mountain goat. Our journey takes us into the mountains where we get stuck. You'll see what happens when you're forced to feed off the land. Right now, we are in Prince George, British Columbia. My dad finally told me what we're going to be doing, and we're going to be taking this blue plane all the way to Black Lake, which is not too far from Prince George. I feel like it's going to be a great time. We'll see you guys at the hunting camp.
Day 1. Flying into Black Lake to meet up with Rick, hunting guide for the week. Landing on this lake, one can see how much open space there is. Fortunately, Rick has already set up a camp amongst the stunning landscape that makes up Claw Mountain Outfitters. As the plane leaves, there are some mixed feelings. Once on the mountain, you're committed for the week. There's no way back until that plane returns.
When we arrived at the hunting camp, I thought we were going to be alone, just me, my dad, and the outfitter, but it turned out there was a guy there with us too. He's all the way from Switzerland, and his name is Steve.
We have another goat come out to pay us a visit. Oh, but that goat is very high. There's no way. It's impossible.
Good morning, Rick.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Great. What are you looking at?
Those 3 billies that we had up here last night?
That's cool. I see them. Let's say in the event that we do catch one, how are we gonna get it down?
What
Hello.
Good morning. Those billies there, they went from the left. They're sitting on the skyline in that saddle right now. That's very typical for them to do that when the sun hits it first thing in the morning.
When I spot those goats on the mountain, I just start to questioning myself. Why giving up my dream? Can I do it or not? So far looks like we're having a good day. It's going to be beautiful weather, so.
Yeah, well, Mother Nature's calling down on us right now.
Like for him, for the first day, he spotted those 3 goats.
Yeah, oh, right off the bat. I mean, you guys weren't off the plane 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go get breakfast started if that's okay.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
No
I'll
problem.
meet you guys in the tent.
It's coffee time anyways.
I talked to my cameraman Nathan, and he's been all over the world on many different hunts, and he told me that on this goat hunt, it is a 90% chance fail rate. So he doesn't think that my dad could catch the goat, yet alone climb the mountain to get where the goat is at. He is a bigger man, and I agree with him completely. It's going to be very difficult for him. I don't think he might be able to do it. We're in the mountains in British Columbia, and here's my dad. My dad makes fun of us for always being on our phone, yet he can't go a week without making one single phone call.
When I arrived at the goat camp, outfitter looked at me, and I don't think if he believed I gonna get that goat.
When we got off the plane at our hunting camp in British Columbia, the outfitter's face when he saw my dad, it was kind of like our cameraman Nathan. He had the same opinion, like my dad can't get up the mountain, he can't get a goat. It was kind of disappointing, not gonna lie.
What's going on? Where are you guys? First time on the top of the mountain, but looks good. Looks like it's gonna rain again.
Yep.
I hope we're gonna be lucky. That's the second day on the top.
Where are your pants? Let's start off with that.
My pants are in the baby sack.
Okay, go put them on.
You guys just wake me up. Ooh, such a beautiful morning. It's not that cold actually. I'm surprised. On the top of the mountain should be much cooler. But I just want to refresh myself. Oh God, that water is gonna be cold. Oh, wow. Oh, first time I washing myself in the mountain lake. Ooh.
Crowberries, also called mossberries, have a similar characteristic to the blackcurrant. They are native to areas in the northern hemisphere and grow wild. They are juicier than the blackcurrants and have a slight bitterness to them. They're great for making jams and be a perfect match with wild mushrooms and scrambled eggs.
I'm going to show you how to make some toast on the fire here, okay? You get over there. Take your toast. Stick it on. Get ready with this bigger here now. As soon as you start seeing the smoke come off it a little bit there, and scrape it off, flip it over and stick it back on.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta be careful. Every once in a while some of them could fall onto the ground there.
That's when the 5-second rule comes into play.
That's right.
You're an amazing cook. Oh my God. Can they do that in Switzerland too?
Oh no. I don't think so, no.
Wild mushrooms. Good time of year to get mushrooms. Lots of them.
Oh,
different varieties.
Here.
Hors d'oeuvres.
We can do them like the eggs. Actually, to be honest with you, I am crazy about all those wild berries. But you can do so many things with them. And each one tastes different. That's the beauty.
Like now, I mean, those are fresh a week and a half ago.
Wow. The guide, I really like the guy. We have a lot in common. He showed me a lot of stuff about the wild plants. He liked my mushrooms.
You know, the stuff that we're walking on right now that the natives have used for hundreds, thousands of years.
Yeah, you're right.
Nowadays, you know, a lot of people have gotten away from it. These here are called arnica. These here are used for a lot of medicinal purposes. You make a poultice out of it. I've used it there in horse wounds.
Horse wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah? You put it on the wounded spot and it starts healing.
Yeah.
So it really works like antibiotic.
Oh yeah, this one does too, but
I really enjoy it to be around me, and you know what? I feel very comfortable.
this is Yarrow.
You can buy the
Okay.
herbal tea from it, and it's good for the stress and a lot of different things for the people using. So yeah, you're right. Actually, we've got a lot of good stuff around.
Oh, very much.
Really appreciate it. And what's this? What is that?
That, I
That's-
think, is called the wild parsnip.
And what? It smells like a parsnip. No, this is good. No, thank you. Thank you to tell me that. Oh my God. Look at this. Wow, that's a big hole. I didn't even see it.
Our goal is to hunt the goats, but to add on to that, we have to climb the mountain, film this adventure by ourselves, and you know what? It was a huge relief when Steve told us that he knew how to use a camera.
Claw Mountain Outfitters own a herd of horses that roam freely, and Rick gathers them before every hunt. The horses are adapted to the environment and able to handle any terrain.
Looks like nothing, but that is very high. Take a lot of energy to get there. Beautiful country.
Rick has to equip the horses with special shoes to handle the steep climb ahead of them.
And that was my horse, Tuya. And this is the Maiko horse, Jet.
boys, ready?
Yep.
Keep your eye out there and maybe we can see these tracks from that bear.
Are they black bear or grizzly?
No, it's like grizzly. Steve went out to get the horses there in the morning.
Aha, interesting.
He bumped into that one.
Let's say we bump into a grizzly. What do the horses do? Are they just gonna run away, or are they
There's
gonna
a track
actually
here. There's a
attack
track
or like
here.
fight it off?
The horses will start blowing. They'll give us a warning sign that the bear's around. And for the most part, the bear will take off. You see the track there?
Yeah. We climbed a quarter of the way of the mountain by horseback. We had 3/4 left to go by foot. It was extremely difficult for me. I feel sorry for my dad because I could only imagine how hard it was for him. We climb all the way to the top of the first mountain. I look at my dad and it's like a dead man walking. I felt horrible for him because there is no goats.
It takes me 6 hours to go on the top of those mountains. And guess what? Just no goat.
I'm gonna go down the valley this way. There's a big ridge. We got 2 goats up on that side of the mountain there we're gonna look at.
When I see those 2 goats, it left a sinking feeling in my stomach. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna give those 2 satisfaction. They don't believe on me, but I'm gonna get that goat.
We're climbing mountain number 2. My dad's exhausted, he's barely crawling up the mountain. We look up to the ledge and we see a couple goats relaxing there, just lying down peacefully. And I turn around, look at my dad, and this random burst of energy hits him. And he just starts running up the rest of the mountain.
Finally, we get closer to them. We can shoot from here. So we have to go a bit closer.
We were about 100-something yards away from the goat. We are extremely lucky to be that close since their vision is supposed to be unbelievable.
Finally, without expectation, 100 yards away, I see the white spot. The goat staring at me. My dream finally come to me just 100 yards. Now I don't know what to do. Shoot it or let it go.
Oh my God, 150 yards away. The goat sticks his head out, then all of a sudden, bang! My dad takes a shot and the rest of us are stunned. We don't know if he hit the goat, if he missed.
I make my decision. I make a shot, and now, do I get it or not? I can feel my heart. I make a decision to make a shot. But then, I saw another goat at the front of me, and I get stupid. I don't know if that's the goat I tried to shoot, or that's another one. I tried to make another shot, and the guide said, no, you have one chance, and we are not sure if you go this down or not. I don't know what to do anymore. Such a waste of my time if I missed. I went all the way up for nothing. So do you think I got it? I was so down, but when I look at the 3 guys, they talking about something, and my son turned the eyes towards me and he gave me that warm smile. I know they're giving me a good news. I think the goat is down. Oh my God, that's the billy goat I got today around 5:30. Now we're gonna have to get him. Michael. So we did it. It was one of the toughest hunt for me.
Because you actually had to walk.
Yes. Rick, our guide, doesn't give us a good news because the goat was shot too late. We're gonna have to camp overnight. Michael is not too happy. He didn't expect this. He is soaking wet and cold. We didn't eat all day. I'm gonna try to prepare some liver from the goat and maybe we can fill it up the stomach a little bit and wait till the morning, see what's gonna happen. We've got the goat, we are soaking wet, we stuck in the mountain. It was dark when we just take the meat from the goat, and we can't take the risk to get the horses down because they can break the wreck or something else could happen. So we better stay overnight. Steve just cutting some sticks, so we're gonna get the goat liver from the fire. Mike is upset because he is wet and tired, but that's one of the kind trip he's gonna survive. Tomorrow he's gonna laugh.
I'm happy that my dad got the goats, but then they decided to drop this bomb on me. I have to sleep in the mountains while it's cold, I'm soaking wet, and you know what? I'm just not a happy camper after that.
You hungry, yeah? That all this fat has to be cut. Usually we're saying you can do this with any meat or any liver, but I don't think if you want to try this in the mountain, do the pork or beef. Doesn't work like this, yes? Oh, well, at least we have something to eat. Let's cook that liver. Better that than nothing. That was the best liver I ever tasted in my life. It was something different, but it's still, Michael was so upset, he doesn't even touch piece of my liver I prepare especially for him and everybody else. That was the easy catch or the hard catch? Because like we come too close
easy.
to them.
For goat and hunting, that's about as easy as it gets. Sheep and goat, their eyesights are unbelievable. I mean, that's what they rely on to stay alive. You can be up above them, you can roll rocks down and they won't even look up. It's not so much the noise, because they're used to rocks rolling, whatnot, that sound. It's the sight. They see something, they see a two-legged creature especially, that's very foreign to them. It's not like they get panicky, but they'll just get up and they'll just move off.
Oh.
So,
With safety measures.
for them to walk for 10 minutes of walking, could be a half a day for us. The better the shape you are, the higher chances of success.
Yeah, we've got some nice backstrap from the goat. I'm gonna try to help Michael prepare some meal. I promise everybody we're gonna try the wild goat. Last night we just shot, I just shot it. Nice billy goat, first size. Because we're leaving tomorrow, so unfortunately whatever we have in the camp, like some onions, some spices, we're gonna try to use it and enjoy it the last day of the camp.
Today they're going to make goat stew. As Merrick said earlier, they'll be using the backstrap of a goat, which is another name for the tenderloin cut. The first thing to do is cut the tenderloin into cubes, which would be perfect for a stew. Then add half a cup of olive oil into a large skillet. Once the oil is hot and ready, put the tenderloin cubes in the skillet and fry until the meat is seared and brown. Now, cut up some mushrooms and onions into a fine chop and then add it into the skillet with the meat to fry.
This is my first time actually cooking a meal outdoor in the mountains, in the middle of nowhere. There's wild mushrooms, rice, goat. I don't know how to go about this, but you know what? The stew that it was made, it turned out a lot better than expected.
Maybe accommodation is not so perfect, but that's the living wild, so we can expect better than that.
The hunting trip to British Columbia was probably one of the greatest experiences I had. Mostly because I got to spend time with my dad. We got to hunt, horseback riding, the amazing scenery. Just everything was incredible, and it's thanks to my dad. And he is one of the luckiest guys I know, since he did beat the 90% fail rate with the goat hunt, and he did lose a couple pounds.
Everybody see the smile on my face, but to telling you the truth, At the beginning of that hunt, I didn't believe I'm gonna get that goat. But thank you to my son, thank you to Rick, the outfitter, and thank you, Steve, who helped me a lot to carry the luggage, who looks after the horses, and at the same time, Mountain Claw Outfitters for a great hunt, for amazing memories, and I hope I'm gonna see you guys again, and you're gonna remember the fat guy who proved everybody having the fat and the belly stomach, you can do a lot if you want to.
Wondering what we're doing next week? We're going to be making a roasted turkey. During the summer, we had a great time gathering the Saskatoon berries, and I can't wait to make a non-traditional sauce out of them. My sauce is going to be delicious. We'll see you then.